One of the most useful features of Experts Directory is its ability to automatically claim publications and add them to your profile. It does this by connecting your Experts Directory profile to services such as Scopus, Dimensions, ORCID, and SSRN to find scholarly and creative works that you have authored or co-authored. Your Experts Directory profile will then be automatically populated with works that you've already published, as well as new research that you will publish in the future. This process can be a huge time saver for you, but the benefits go well beyond that. Setting up your automatic claiming parameters helps ensure that your Experts Directory profile is accurate and up to date, and also enables you to more easily establish professional connections with colleagues here at OSU, as well as within the broader academic community. Automatic claiming helps you take better control of the information on your Experts Directory and gives you an effective way to curate the information that is out there about your work as a researcher. Experts Directory plays it safe when it comes to automatically claiming scholarly and creative works and adding them to your profile. A publication can only be automatically claimed if 3 conditions are met. Number 1, it matches the parameters you specify for name-based searching. Number 2, it matches an author identifier that you have confirmed belongs to you. And number 3, you have specifically approved items matching both of those criteria for automatic claiming. If you haven't yet entered your parameters for name-based searching, we recommend doing that before going any farther. And if you need any help understanding how to do that, we have a video that walks you through the process. After you have set your name-based search parameters, you can get started with automatic claiming. First, visit expertsdirectory.okstate.edu. Click the OSU login button and enter your OKey credentials. Then click the 3-line menu in the top left corner. Make sure you're on the My Profile tab and look for Automatic Claiming in the Settings column. Click this to view the screen where you can set up the parameters that allow you to automatically claim your scholarly and creative works. Here you can see that the system has found several possible matches for identifiers that might belong to me within Scopus and Dimensions. The exact information you see when you navigate to this page in your Experts Directory will look a little different, but you should see something that looks similar to this. The possible identifiers you see here are based on your name-based search parameters, where you tell Experts Directory what to look for when combing through publication archives. If you don't see any possible matches, or if you see dozens of entries that would take a great deal of time to analyze, you might need to refine your name-based search parameters. Experts Directory either doesn't have enough information to go off of when combing through external resources, or the name-based search parameters you entered are a bit too general. In either case, refining your name-based search parameters should help you refine this list to be more accurate and useful. However, even if you have been very specific when setting up your parameters, there still might be some errors or other issues that need clarification before auto-claiming publications. For each item, I have 3 options: yes, no, and ignore. Yes tells the system that the ID does belong to me. No tells the system that it does not belong to me. The yes and no options are used to help train Experts Directory, so it can more accurately identify scholarly and creative works that belong to you, whereas the ignore option is a bit different. This does not confirm or reject anything, nor does it give Experts Directory any useful information for training itself. It simply puts this aside and ignores it. Before clicking yes, no, or ignore on any given item, you have to first check to see if the identifier matches you or not. In some rare cases, you might encounter a Scopus ID that includes your work along with someone else's work, or you might even have 2 Scopus IDs. If that happens to you, we have a video about merging Scopus profiles that shows you how to resolve it. To check to see if an identifier belongs to you, click the ID, which will open a new tab in your browser along with all the publications associated with that ID. For example, when I click this Scopus ID, my computer loads a page in Scopus for someone named George Smith from the University of Bristol. This is very clearly not me, so I'm going to close this tab and click the No option on the right. When I do that, Experts Directory wants to know what it should do whenever it encounters this particular ID as it combs through Scopus from here on out. There are 2 options: auto-reject associated items or ignore the Scopus ID. Auto-reject means that Experts Directory will automatically reject any publication with an author that matches your name-based search parameters and also has this particular Scopus ID. Additionally, Experts Directory will also use this to help learn so it can be more accurate in the future. Since it now knows that the name and Scopus ID do not belong to you, it will also infer that other identifiers, such as an email address, do not belong to you either. You can also choose the Ignore option, which will put aside all the publications that match this Scopus ID and not match them to you. But in the future, you will likely see this ID continue to show up, since the Ignore option does nothing to train the system and help Experts Directory learn what to do or what not to do. Click the Confirm button to finalize the operation, or click Cancel if you aren't yet ready. But what if you click the ID and you see that it does indeed belong to you? This is when you would want to click the Yes button, but there's a few options to know about here as well. Auto-claim associated items means that you're giving Experts Directory permission to automatically claim scholarly and creative works that match your name-based search parameters and also match this particular identifier. The identifier will also show up on your Experts Directory profile. Auto-suggest associated items takes more of a cautious approach. When you choose this option, any publications that match your name-based search parameters and match this identifier are added to your pending queue, but not automatically claimed and added to your Experts Directory profile. It will also cause the identifier to show up on your Experts Directory profile. Either one of these options are fine, but the first option does make things a little easier for you, since it removes the step of adding items from the pending queue to your profile. However, if you would like the system to do most of the heavy lifting for you, but prefer to take that final step yourself, go ahead and choose the second option. If this seems like a lot to take in, just know that no actions you perform here are permanent. If you click Yes by mistake, you can undo it at any time. Or if you click No, but later realize that you made an error, you can fix it. When you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll see a box with 3 tabs: Mine, Not Mine, and Ignored. You can click on these tabs to see identifiers that you have confirmed, rejected, or ignored. The Mine tab shows you details about any external profiles that will have publications automatically claimed, and this will only be populated once you confirm the account details using the steps that we've already covered in this video. This is also where you can add an email address, which means that anytime Experts Directory finds a publication with this specific email address, it will be automatically claimed. You can click the Manage button on anything you see here to edit the automatic claiming parameters and tell Experts Directory if you want to make any changes. Not Mine will show you external profiles or email addresses that you have confirmed do not match you. Ignored will show you external profiles or email addresses that you have chosen to ignore. These will not be automatically claimed, but they will also not be used to help train Experts Directory. These automatic claiming steps take just a few minutes, but can end up saving you a great deal of time in the long run and help make your Experts Directory profile more useful to you as you continue building your career at Oklahoma State University.